Hey guys, welcome back, and we're going to talk about video games today. Something we don't get to do very often because, honestly, there's just not a whole lot to talk about in the video game industry on a daily basis. There are things that occasionally come up. Unfortunately, it's usually never good. If you're talking about video game, it's typically because you're not playing it or because a lot of people are complaining about it. Most notably, we can talk about Cyberpunk 2077 when it came out during the lockdowns and the state of just disarray that the game launched in. It was just not a good game. People said like the bones of the game, the skeleton was good, and to be fair, I think that's panned out pretty well. But clearly the developers did not have enough time to get it done. Shareholders and the board was telling them to get it out sooner than they actually could, and they wanted to get it out in a finished, polished condition, and basically the board and everybody else just pushed them to release it as fast as possible, and it turned out to be one of the biggest, just the ugliest game releases of all time. Definitely, it's left its mark on the game industry in a very negative way. Luckily, they've managed to kind of clean it up with the DLC. People are saying the Phantom Liberty DLC is fantastic. All the updates they've done to the game have made the game 1,000 times better than it was at launch, and so kudos to them. CD Projekt Red has they've done the work to redeem themselves. I don't know if they can ever make up for the condition of the game at launch, but they've tried. It seems like people are genuinely really happy with the finished product now. Kind of like Dead Man's Sky, I guess. One of those games that at launch was a mess, but now people love it. So we've seen this with other games like Starfield this year, which came out just a few months ago. Performance issues are a thing. To be fair, I've had some myself and I figured out how to correct them. The game is just overall kind of boring in my opinion. But you couldn't escape the whole pronoun debate, the whole thing on Twitter with the guy that said that the starting screen looked boring, that it was the sign of a rushed game. And to be fair, he might have been right after all, because the game feels very empty, at least in my opinion and the opinion of a lot of people online. We've seen even games like Lords of the Fallen, which is a Dark Souls-like game which just released a few days ago, get mixed reviews on Steam. People are saying they have problems where they can't remap the buttons, more like a Dark Souls game, some performance issues. So I don't know, it's really weird to see a game this hyped. I mean, I saw advertisements for this game all over social media for months, and it has mixed reviews on Steam right now, so that's kind of concerning. But I don't think anything gets worse than what happened with the Gollum game. The team behind this game literally quit making games altogether after this game released. I mean, to be fair, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. The books, the movies, the Silmarillion, all the extended works of Tolkien. I'm the kind of guy that this game should have been marketed towards, but looking at a game about Gollum, I'm like, what the hell is the point of just playing this little rat, running around, sneaking around? I'm sorry, there's enough sneaking around in a game like Assassin's Creed that also has combat. Who wants to play Gollum sneaking around an entire game? And then, of course, the game looked like crap. Then there was even reports that apparently the team behind the game didn't even issue the apology themselves, but they actually had ChatGPT write the apology, which is pathetic. I mean, honestly, that's like breaking up with somebody via text message, not even having the balls to break up with them in person, or at least over the phone, using an actual phone conversation to break up with them. This is pitiful. I thought it couldn't get any worse than this. But now we've seen footage from a new King Kong game that might be worse than Gollum. Not even kidding. In a year where we have tons of games coming out and a lot of things people are hyped up for, or Assassin's Creed if you're into that series. I'm kind of halfway done with that. I'm like, no. I got to Unity and I'm like, this is boring. I'm stopping after this. But yeah, so this game here I had not even heard about. Then I saw some of the gameplay footage from it, and oh my god, you've got to see it to believe it. So it's getting roasted online, and to be fair, we're going to look at the footage in a second. I don't know if the footage is from the Nintendo Switch version, which anybody who has a PC or an Xbox or a PlayStation and then also has a Nintendo Switch, you got to realize, look at the Mortal Kombat gameplay footage we've seen on the Switch versus other systems. Or you could look at Apex Legends, which I've seen, but gameplay from on both systems, any other console or PC, and then the Nintendo, and it looks like ass on Nintendo. That's just the processing limitations on the Nintendo Switch itself. That's just reality. But people are destroying this game, saying it's a scam. $40 for this, it looks like crap. Are we really being blessed with a second Gollum in the same year? So I'm going to go to the gameplay footage now so you can see it for yourself, because you have to see this to understand. Basically, Kong and the surrounding environment has zero texture. Everything is flat. There's no depth. I mean, look at his fur. There's no actual hair moving. There's absolutely nothing. And again, I don't know if this is the Nintendo Switch version, which would make sense, or if this is the actual like PlayStation version. In fact, I don't even know if this is going to be available on Nintendo. Somebody said this was the Switch version, but then I saw that it was, you know, a PlayStation game. So I don't know. I'll have to look into that more. But yeah, if you just see the actual... Oh my god, look at this close-up. Hang on. Here you go. God, I mean, we are in the modern year of gaming, and this is the best they can come up with. Oh my god, you can almost see an outline around him. Huh? Oh, his fur, his hair looks like shit. Wow. Yeah. You know, honestly, this game probably is a scam. Somebody could have made this on their, like, home PC. I mean, hell, look at Choo Choo Charles. One guy took a few months or a year, however long it took him to make a really decent, really fun game. That looked 10 times better than this. This is terrible. So I don't know who's going to buy this. Please don't, guys. Please don't spend your money on this, even for laughs. Maybe if it's like $5. But holy crap, $40 for this mess. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I'm gonna double check and see if it's actually available for Nintendo or if it's just for PlayStation. But yeah, this looks like dog crap. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. We do have 2 channels, one for daily uploads, the other one for more of my live streams and hot takes. Links to both are down below, as well as the ability to join as a channel member for as little as $3 a month, and that'll greatly help us out. Much appreciated. We also have links to our Etsy accounts down below, as well as our website. We also have locals and Subscribestar. If you didn't want to support us on YouTube, you can support us through those. Thanks again for being here, and we will see you on the next one.